The Galactic Council's emergency session had been called for the first time in 3 millennia. Representatives from across the known galaxy sat in their biopods, their various forms of communication creating a cacophony of clicks, whistles, and electromagnetic pulses that the universal translators struggled to parse. Admiral Zexai of the Altarian Empire raised one of his 4 arms, commanding silence. His compound eyes reflected the holographic display showing a blue-green world that had been quarantined for over 10,000 years. "Fellow counselors," he began, his voice carrying the weight of impending doom, "the humans have returned to Earth." A collective shudder rippled through the assembly. The Vorthak delegates' tentacles writhed in visible distress, while the crystalline Nexari representatives' light patterns flickered chaotically. Even the ancient keepers, beings who had witnessed the birth of stars, seemed to recoil at the news. "Impossible," hissed Matriarch Venta of the Serpentine Collective. "We glass-bombed their home world. We made sure nothing could survive there for millennia. The radiation levels alone should have—" "The radiation is gone," Zexai interrupted, manipulating the holographic display. "Not just reduced, gone, completely neutralized. And the planet, it's more alive than it ever was." The display zoomed in, revealing sprawling cities that defied conventional architecture. Massive structures seemed to grow from the Earth itself, pulsing with an inner light. Gardens floated in midair, connected by streams of water that flowed upward, defying gravity. The ocean sparkled with an otherworldly luminescence. "How many?" asked Counselor Thrix, his mechanical voice betraying a rare hint of concern. "Our long-range sensors detect approximately 50 million humans," Zexai replied. "But that's not the concerning part." He paused, knowing that what he was about to reveal would shake the very foundations of galactic civilization. "They're not the same humans we drove from their world." The council chambers erupted in panicked communications. It had taken the combined might of 12 galactic empires to defeat humanity the first time. The humans had been relentless, adaptive, and terrifyingly creative in their warfare. Their ability to turn any material into a weapon, their refusal to surrender even when facing impossible odds, and their disturbing tendency to befriend other species and turn them into allies had made them the greatest threat the galaxy had ever known. "Explain," demanded the Void Speaker, representative of the Dark Nebula Consortium. Zexai activated another series of displays. "Our preliminary scans suggest they've somehow evolved or engineered themselves beyond their original capabilities. They show signs of technological integration at the cellular level, enhanced cognitive abilities, and most disturbing of all, they appear to have developed some form of collective consciousness while maintaining individual identity. Energy signatures? Off the charts. Each human registers power levels equivalent to our battle cruisers, and that's at rest." A holographic message suddenly materialized in the center of the chamber. The figure was unmistakably human, bipedal with the characteristic forward-facing eyes and expressive face. But something was different. The being's skin held a subtle luminescence, and when it spoke, its voice seemed to resonate with harmonics that touched something primal in every species present. "Greetings, Galactic Council," the human said, offering what their databases identified as a smile. "My name is Elena Vasquez, speaking on behalf of the Human Collective. We know you can hear this message." The council members exchanged nervous glances. Their location was supposed to be one of the most secure secrets in the galaxy. "We want you to know," Elena continued, "that we harbor no ill will toward any of your species. We understand why you felt threatened by us 10,000 years ago. We were less evolved then, more chaotic, more dangerous." Her expression softened, but somehow that made her more terrifying. "We've spent our exile learning, growing. We've explored the space between spaces, the dimensions that fold reality, the quantum foundations of consciousness itself. We've become something new, not just human, but human." The display shifted, showing fleets of ships emerging from what appeared to be tiers in space-time itself. The vessels were unlike anything in the galactic databases. Organic curves merged with crystalline structures, all pulsing with that same inner light. "We're returning to the stars," Elena said. "Not as conquerors, but as gardeners. We've learned that the universe is far more beautiful when it's allowed to grow in harmony. We want to help." "Help?" Zexai muttered under his breath. "That's what we were afraid of last time." The human's smile widened as if she had heard him across the impossible distance. "We know trust must be earned, so we offer this. Choose any problem your species face. Disease, resource depletion, cosmic disasters, wars between worlds, and we will solve it. Consider it a gift. The message flickered and changed, showing detailed schematics for technologies that shouldn't have been possible. Faster-than-light communication without delay, matter replication at the atomic level, planetary climate restoration, consciousness transfer, life extension that bordered on immortality. When you're ready to talk, Elena concluded, you know where to find us. We'll be here, making Earth beautiful again and waiting for our neighbors to visit. The message ended, leaving the council in stunned silence. Recommendations? Zexai asked, though he dreaded the answer. The ancient keeper spoke for the first time in centuries, its voice like the grinding of continental plates. Last time we fought them because they were chaotic and unpredictable. Now they offer us order and solutions. And that terrifies you more? Yes, the keeper replied. Because now they're exactly powerful enough to help us whether we want it or not. And humans have never been good at taking no for an answer. In the depths of space, Elena Vasquez closed the quantum communication link and turned to her companions. Through their shared consciousness, she felt their mixture of hope and resignation. They had tried isolation. They had tried leaving, but the universe kept crying out for help, and humans had never been able to ignore suffering. They were home now, and this time they were indeed too powerful to stop. The question wasn't whether the galaxy would accept their help. The question was whether the galaxy could survive their kindness.